With rain reducing time, we had a dramatic final day of the LV County Championship match between Kent and Leicestershire in Canterbury. The visitors left to wait yet more time for a win in this competition, as the game was eventually drawn. Leicestershire had chances as the last day began on time, even after Rob Taylor fell to Ivan Thomas's first ball of the day, Matt Coles with his stomach-stretching catch. Coles then grabbed the ball to remove Charlie Schreck's middle stump, Leicestershire quickly going from their overnight 189 for 8 to 196 all out. That left Kent 91 overs to chase down a target of 315, and we had a game on, only for the rain to lead to an early lunch before Daniel Bell-Drummond got the innings moving with a loss of 18 overs. Leicestershire then gave themselves a chance of a first win in 35 attempts, when Schreck bowled Joe Denley for 9 in the 6th over. Lewis Hill then put down a tough chance off Clint Mackay to give Rob Key a life. One which didn't prove costly as Schreck struck again to remove the Kent captain LBW for 7 at 40 for 2. The signs were starting to look good for the visitors, even 1 or 2 deliveries began to misbehave. While Brendan Nash nearly gave his side a few heart tremors, just getting his bat down in time to avoid what would have been a needless run-out. By tea, after another brief break for rain which cost 2 overs, Kent had managed to get to 99 for 2, and that gave them the last session to find another 216 from 36 overs, and the pressure grew as Bell-Drummond was dropped off Schreck. That allowed the 21-year-old to get to his first 50 of the summer, one made off 121 balls with 5 fours. At this stage of the game, it looked as if the match would end up being drawn, with Kent shortly having too much to do, but with all of those wickets in hand and few overs to lose them in, the home side decided that the target was in reach after all. And another drop in the slips, this time off the edge of Nash's bat, would have encouraged the home side further. Schreck was looking a little bit fed up, and rightly so. He deserved better for his efforts. The total read 145 for 3, 170 more needed when Nash, trying to pinch the single he needed for his 50, was LBW to Taylor. But it was now that Kent began to up the tempo, Bell-Drummond really finding his form by now. Sam Northeast had joined him, and the game was very much back on as these two started to find the boundaries they needed. The run rate required at 7 per over as the last 20 of the match began with 139 runs wanted. So the wicket of Northeast was a big one. He's been in fine form but went here for 37 as Mackay got the wicket his side badly needed. It was the 14th LBW of the match. So Bell-Drummond was now key. He was timing his innings perfectly, and with a hard-hitting Darren Stevens for support, the target was reduced to 94 off the remaining 11 overs, with Bell-Drummond now 1 shot away from 100. He got there with this single, reaching 3 figures for the 5th time in his career. His second 50 had been about twice as quick as his first, and he pumped his fists with joy. It had been made off 186 balls with 13 fours. Kent have been struggling for runs thus far this year, and so this knot was important for more than one reason. When Stevens starts to edge shots for 6 over third man, then, as a bowling side, you may feel that things are against you. So when Bell-Drummond cut Mackay and was caught inside the third man boundary to go for 103, Leicestershire would have been delighted with the target down to 63 of the last 6 overs. The game was still on until a moment of controversy. Stevens on a 28-ball 37, given out trying to uppercut Schreck. The batsman made his feelings quite clear about the decision. With him went Kent's chances, and they called off the chase in Schreck's next over when Coles gave the bowler his 4th wicket. 48 were needed off 23 balls, and so Sam Billings and Mitch Claydon batted out the time, Kent ending on 273 for 7 to maintain an unbeaten home run against his opposition that goes back 10 years. Leicestershire took 12 points to Kent's 10. It's Surrey next at the Oval for the Foxes from Sunday, while Kent welcomed Glamorgan to Canterbury on the same day.